Welcome to Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek.
I'm Dominic.
In today's episode, we have a special guest who just might be the funniest guy on Instagram. Oh, and he has an amazing podcast. That's right, folks. I'm talking about Bobby from Brilliantly Dumb. Folks, we have a really special guest on today. We have one of the funniest guys on Instagram and has one of the greatest podcasts out there today. That is Bobby from the Brilliantly Dumb. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
I appreciate you, fellas. Thanks for having me. Been a long time coming. I'm glad we got this going.
I know. We've been talking about this for a while. Super excited. Jump right into it. I got to say right off the bat, that video you posted earlier, was it, what was her name? Brenda Bricks?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. So do you come up with those like right off the bat, or is this scripted? Because it's like, it sounds like it's just like right off the bat.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it pretty much is right out of the gate. Like I have an editor and then myself, and between the two of us, if one of us see it, we just send it to me. And then, I mean, I could, those ones are easy. I'm not even showing my face. It's just the voiceover. So those come pretty fast to me, and then I can bang it out within a few minutes, which is cool.
Sounds completely natural. Like I said, between that and like the Chick-fil-A's. Bobby Bullcut. Bobby Bullcut was fantastic. The tip of the cap.
Yeah, those are always fun, man. I love Chick-fil-A so much. And it's like what these guys do, it's like everybody knows. It's like universally known just how good these guys are.
They're professionals, man.
Yeah, it always does well every time we put a Chick-fil-A customer.
Right, it makes your job easy, right? Commentating.
Sure does. They put it on a platter for me.
I went there for lunch today.
Did you?
I did.
I haven't had it in a while. What's your go-to at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, I was just gonna see what you ordered, Dominic. I do the number one. I don't go with the deluxe.
Oh, see, I do the deluxe. I need the lettuce.
See, the only thing is that I think you got to let the chicken do its work. I think that. Just for that sandwich, usually I would like the lettuce and all. It kind of suppresses it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then I had to get a shake, so I got the cookies and cream shake.
Okay, can't go wrong.
I needed
Bobby,
it.
you're a big shake guy, aren't you? You a big shake guy.
Yeah, I love a good shake. How could you not, man?
It's hot here, so it's like some kind of ice cream was needed today.
Yeah, you got to get done. I'm sure they're dishing out a lot of those come this time of year.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, they have that peach shake. I've never had it though.
Dude, these guys do it all, man.
So they don't do that typical, like you pull up to the window and their machine's broken. You know what I mean?
Never. No, not at Chick-fil-A. They'll fix that thing real fast.
They're the real deal, right? So what did you think of the Open?
I mean, I thought it was great. I thought, I take that back. The only thing that's hard with the British Open is, especially for us on the West Coast, is you got to get up so early.
Sure.
So, if you want to watch that full thing, you're getting up at you got to be ready, sitting on your couch watching at 6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. That is kind of the one thing that I really do like about the Open, as far as it's one of the only major tournaments, right? That you actually have to really get up that early for. Right. So it is different, but it all depends on your work schedule and what you got going on. Cause they're teeing off at 3:22 in the morning.
Crazy, man. Yeah. Especially, even the last tee time was so early, but we were able to get like the last 9 holes, but I would much prefer, something where you don't have to get up that early.
Completely agree. See, like if Tiger was in it, I would definitely be setting my alarm clock for.
Oh, I think a lot of people would. Time. Yeah. I don't think time would matter in that case.
No, I don't think it does either. Speaking of Tiger, did you get to see the Golf Digest video that they posted earlier today with Jada Smith?
Pinkett Smith. Yeah. Get it right.
No.
So it basically was like a 23-minute video, and it was actually the day before his car accident. Is that Rolling Hills Golf Club in California?
So he's filming a
kind of like a documentary,
like a TV show on playing with these celebrities. So he was lining Jada Pinkett Smith up, and she swung, and she almost put it in the hole.
Yeah, she almost hit a hole in one. She had a couple nice putts, but it was kind of hard to see because you could tell he just wasn't
all there.
Yeah, it was
Really.
But
Yeah.
I mean, but when he saw it like go past the hole, it was like he was excited. Like it was cool to see Tiger be excited. But yeah, something was kind of weird.
Yeah, what kind of threw me off is there was like a shot from like 30, 40 yards out. And she was like, I'm going to chip this. And he's like, it looked like he was going to grab a wedge. And he's like, I'm going to putt this. I mean, he was like a long ways from the green. I'm like, something's up. He's sore, because he just had surgery, I think, obviously, which was kind of that.
When that accident happened, there was a lot of questions immediately coming up with that, just with the history that he's had. I mean, there was a lot of questions coming up and whatnot.
Which, I mean, it's kind of sad that everybody's mind went straight to, was he drunk? Was he on? Right. I mean, he's one of the all-time greats, if not the greatest, depending who you ask.
For sure.
Instead of everybody giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I do understand that he does have this past and he does have, potentially this route he could go down. Obviously, I hope he, comes out fine. Nothing but the best for Tiger.
If there's anyone to pull it off, Tiger can come back. Yeah, which, again, I'm hoping, but you don't want to jump the gun and say he is, but.
Yeah, I think Phil just winning a major too makes him want to come back and at least go for one. If he pulls this off, Tiger finds a way to come back and win a major. I mean, that would go down. I mean, it would just be unbelievable.
He'd have to be. So I think he's the GOAT, in my opinion. I think he's changed the game for sure. And no disrespect to Jack, obviously, but, it's the MJ LeBron GOAT top. Yeah. It's kind of that same, depending on what year you're from and all that. But I think if Tiger does come back and doesn't even win a major, but comes back and maybe wins a tournament, you're
right. I mean, look, even just if he can come back and just win a tournament, I mean, that in itself, I think it would just blow people away. I mean, what this guy's able to do has just been unbelievable. Before he won the Masters, I actually wasn't the biggest fan of him.
Really?
I wasn't the biggest fan of him. No, I thought he had a tendency to be kind of a prick to the media. I think he had the whole scandal that had come out, and I just thought, doing that to his family, it was just a rough look for him. I didn't love him the way everybody did, but then when he came and he won that Masters, it's like, you got to tip the cap. It's just unbelievable what that guy's done, man. So after that, I was like, there's nothing you could say. Like, it was unbelievable.
His personal life set aside, if you set that aside, I completely agree with you 100%.
I mean, he's never been my favorite, but that's just because I didn't really grow up watching Tiger. I'm younger probably than both of you.
Who'd you grow up watching?
Don't do that to me.
Dominic, how old are you? Just out of curiosity.
I'm 24.
Okay. Yeah. So you missed it. I'm 28. So you missed it. You definitely.
I missed a lot of like the vintage Tiger that everybody pulls out. It's like I grew up watching Michael Jordan play for the Magic, or no, the Wizards.
Oh yeah, the Wizards.
The Wizards. Yeah. I get those two teams mixed up all the time because the colors are the same.
Yeah, I wasn't really as into golf like when Tiger was making his runs and stuff like that. So I kind of wish that I was, because I don't really remember it besides seeing highlights and stuff. Mm-hmm.
That's how I am. That's why I've always gravitated more towards like Bubba and Ricky and guys like that, where it's like, oh, I remember this. Where it's like with Tiger, it's like I don't remember.
Totally. Even like the NBA, we'll have like Zion, Devin Booker, we'll have stuff like that.
To the Wolves.
As you notice, we just bounce around on this podcast, so I apologize. I said it's golf and things. We talk about all sorts of stuff. We're really excited because we talk about food all the time on the podcast, and we know you're a big food guy, so we're definitely gonna ask you questions. But we'll jump right into with the NBA. It's on tonight, right?
Tonight, you got the Bucks game. I put a ridiculous bet in because of Jersey Jerry. I don't know if you guys know Jersey Jerry.
I was gonna
watching him spell Antetokounmpo gave me hope.
Hysterical, man. This guy, he's
such a great bit.
Oh, dude, we had a lot of fun with it. He's a character, but I will say from a gambling perspective, he's one of the best that I've seen. Honest to God, like he is, his gambling knowledge, it's really good.
And he specializes in football, baseball. What is it? A little bit of everything?
I would definitely say football. I would definitely say football. He likes fucking around with the prop bets and stuff.
Yep.
But I would definitely say football, but he goes across the board.
So do you go straight on the money line tonight?
No, I didn't have the balls to. It was like minus 185 for the money line. I was like, fuck it, I don't want to lay that. So I did the spread.
Okay, so do you don't have to share, but do you bet on the Bucks or did you take the?
I did Bucks minus 4.5.
Bucks minus 4.5. Okay,
I roll with Jerry, man.
Got to roll with Jerry. See, you
gotta
like take your. That's the thing here. We're from Minnesota, right? Minnesota doesn't win shit. We don't win anything.
Yeah, it's a tough go for you guys,
it's
man.
It's brutal. We got we have the links though. WNBA.
And you know what? You're probably always going to have the links.
We're gonna have the links. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
A-Rod did just purchase the Wolves and the links, so I'm hoping they stay. But
well, the good thing is
that you guys can't let anything happen to the links.
Well, the good thing is if they do move him to Seattle, Seattle already has a WNBA team.
They
okay,
do.
there we go.
So we would have the links at least.
Hopefully, I don't know if it's a package deal. I'm not sure. It was a package deal with A-Rod buying him, but we'll see.
Gotta hold on to the links.
We got to hold. Yeah. So we got the Wild who don't really do so well. They're okay. We're a playoff team on some sports, and then we get bounced in the first round, right?
Gotta love it.
I feel bad for you guys. You guys have had a rough go. It doesn't get talked about, really. People don't really talk about,
Well, they talk about how bad the Twins are.
Yeah, Twins are bad.
Historically bad. I'm
a huge Yankee fan. I actually got the game on right now. We've had your guys' number for some time.
Oh yeah, if we're playing the Yankees, you don't need to worry about Jerry. You just bet on the Yankees if you're playing the Twins. You don't need anyone else to help you out.
I hate that the year the Yankees suck, the Twins suck. Which kind of the Yankees are still in it. I mean, you guys won a big series over Boston.
Yeah, we had to get one, man, because it's been bad.
I mean, really, as long as you get Judge back healthy and Glaber finds his power,
I
mean, it should be better. However, I still hate that the Twins are bad when the Yankees are kind of bad.
I love the bit about your dad when you say he's retired and he's like can name anyone off the minor league team.
He's a trip, man. He's like a classic Yankee fan too. When they lose, it's the end of the world. Like they're done. They're the worst.
Yeah,
and
see, we're used to it here.
Yeah.
They're back.
You're expected to win, right? That's the thing. Like your MO, you're supposed to win. Here, it's like you just know you're going to lose.
Like 4 games over 500 now. And people in New York, you would think that they're 10 games, under 500. They panic. They expect so much out of them and they panic, if anything goes bad.
Meanwhile, we're 14 under.
Yeah, well,
still in the team. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Buxton, obviously, probably on the trade.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's going to be gone probably and then we had Nelson Cruz
gone.
He'll probably be gone, and then
probably Barrios.
So you guys are going
to be big time sellers.
I love it.
We're like we're the farm market type of team. We invest in 13 prospects. We groom them. And then we go ahead and dish them out to the big league.
And then you sell them.
Exactly.
Like Detroit's a good example, right? Jonathan Scope, former Twin. Akil Baddoo, former Twin.
Yeah.
There's another guy there that played for the Twins as well. So it's like they're like the B League. Like
I'll tell you a team up and coming who struggled for a long time that now like they've really done it right is the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
White Sox are now starting to
turn it around.
Push. Yeah,
they had some really good pitching. Well, before the season started, we were supposed to be the.
No, we weren't.
Wasn't it?
No.
Well, last year we won.
Last year
division.
We weren't supposed to repeat.
We weren't supposed to, right? But we were supposed to be at least in the top 2,
1 or 2.
Yeah, between the White. Was it actually the Indians was last year?
Yeah.
And then the White Sox and the Twins. So, but we totally flopped.
And then it kind of changed, like when Luis Robert had his hip injury. We're like, oh, the Twins are going to make a surge, and then the Twins are like, no, we're not.
See, I live like 3 blocks from the Twin Stadium, so I can get to see the fireworks.
Yeah, we can see it out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. It's like nobody really has anything against Minnesota. So
no, you can't because they don't win anything.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
So it's like but see, like that was kind of my whole point is going back to Milwaukee, right? Milwaukee's in it. There's kind of a small market team in the NBA.
But you have a superstar in Giannis.
You have a superstar, but it's like they're Wisconsin, and like I'm a huge Vikings fan, and it's hard to really root for anything Wisconsin, and that's just it's that border battle,
Yeah, we're Suns all the way.
Yeah, I got to go with the Suns, and I hope you win.
I don't.
I'll do respect. I hope you win your bet.
I want the Suns to win.
But no, I don't really.
I'll be honest with you. Regardless, either team, if I'm okay, if the Suns win, I'd be happy to see Chris Paul get one. And then if the Bucks win, how could you not like Giannis? I mean, he's as classy as they come. So I would take it. Of course, I want to win the bet tonight. But as far as the series, I think I'd be pretty happy with either side.
Have you seen that tweet? And I don't know. I'm assuming this is fake, but have you seen that tweet in regards to that guy who claims that he posted a tweet that it was in the Suns Bucks game 7. The Bucks were going to win.
I saw that.
That's got to be completely fake, right?
Could be. Yeah, it definitely could be. I mean, a lot of times people make so many different predictions too that there's so many of them out there throughout the years.
2016. It's impressive if it's real, but it's like it's so easy to manipulate anything.
But there's so many of those outlandish bets though, like that. Yeah. I mean, like anything like in a tournament.
That's pretty narrow. Name 2 teams going to the finals of game 7 and we're in game 6.
Nuts, man.
Yeah.
Just nuts.
So I don't know. Like I said, I hope you win your bet, but I think I'm a huge Chris Paul fan. I know a lot of people think he's a big whiner and he does complain, but I met him his rookie season. Got a shoe signed by him when he was at when he was on the Hornets.
Oh, and nice.
Yeah, it was super legit. So my older brother for Christmas got us 2 courtside tickets for me and my younger brother. And so I got my younger brother a Chris Paul jersey, and then I had some Chris Paul shoes, Jordan shoes. So I brought one of those, and he was a rookie, of course, so he was out shooting around.
Yeah, I like him, man. I think I know he's a pest on the court, but to me, I just think the guy just wants to win so bad. Absolutely. I think as soon as he's off the court, I think he's a totally different guy. I mean, I know people think different, but I find him to be a likable guy. He's bounced around a little bit. Probably have wanted nothing to do with OKC. Yeah, made them a playoff team, and
people thought he was all washed up and like, oh, he can't do anything for your team, and then all of a sudden he goes to Phoenix, and then they pop off immediately.
Yeah, I really am. I'm very happy either way. Like whoever wins, I'm okay with it.
I think if Drew and Middleton really show up too, I feel like they really have shown up in their home games.
Yeah,
if they show up tonight. I mean, Giannis is an absolute monster down there. He can score at will, but
his knee is probably like that big at this point. The amount of cortisone in that guy now.
That guy just. But he's got what's that?
Like what helps him is that with the NBA playoffs, the way it's structured, especially like the finals, they give you like 2 days off, back-to-back days off, and so that helps. They showed it right before I think game 1, and it looked like a fucking balloon.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be out for like the season. They made it sound like he had like an MCL sprain. Was it not?
Yeah, like partial tear, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, is bam, he's healed. It's like what?
Yeah,
like, that did not look good.
Had it been the regular season, there's no way he's playing.
No way.
Of course, totally different ball game.
It's amazing what those doctors and what those athletes can do.
You're not kidding, man.
I need to find one of those doctors.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, they'll get you right back up in no time.
I need to get back to work tomorrow. Can you just give us a little bit of? I know everyone probably obviously knows you're. Like you said, you're a big shot now. You got over 160,000 followers. I remember when you were. I don't want to say that you were like you still had a lot of followers, but you exploded.
Dude,
we need to get that blue check mark.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I want that damn thing. Yeah, dude, it's been really cool. I mean, I was doing the social media thing, just kind of messing around, putting videos out there. I like to have fun with my friends, and I had a lot of, comedy stuff that would go in my head, and I would just post these videos and working at the same time. Never really knew that you could make a career out of podcasting and whatnot, but the world with the way that it is right now, it caters to people who have a lot of followers. I know they say the influencer thing, and
absolutely,
it's true though. It really caters to that. So I was working at the Four Seasons Hotel, and the Instagram started to pick up, and social media started to pick up. And then I had a company called Bro Bible. And then David Portnoy of Barstool Sports come to me at the same time.
That's fantastic. That's huge.
I was like, holy shit, I could do this thing. I could do this full time. And I believe that the content we were putting out there was organic, definitely natural, and was a lot different than anybody else that was putting out content. And we just took it and ran, man.
So you're out in Cali right now, correct?
Yeah.
And you're originally from Jersey.
Originally from Jersey, yeah. Okay. Born and raised in Jersey. Went to college down in Miami and then moved out to LA.
Okay. And how long have you been out in LA for?
Been in LA 3.5 years now.
Yeah. So has it been like, as far as sports wise, I know you're a big sports guy, has it been like a weird transition being out in LA when they have like 34 teams out there and you're like the Jersey guy?
with like 2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a
Or
little
not.
bit for sure. The biggest transition, believe it or not, was the time adjustment. So like football Sundays from
Oh yeah.
East Coast, you wake up, you could go have a full, do whatever you got to do, go to the gym, do whatever you want to do that whole day.
Yeah.
Then it picks up. Here, you wake up, it's football's
it's
just about
going.
rolling. So yeah, the time change, which I actually learned to love. I love it now.
So is that kind of going to be are you looking to stay out there for like long term, or you're not sure?
Yeah, I don't see me leaving here anytime soon.
I did see that. Is it you and your girlfriend? Was it just you and your girlfriend? You went out to Nantucket?
Yeah.
That looked fantastic.
Oh man, we had just a fucking ball, man.
It looks. So my wife and I. So I've been married for 2 years, and we didn't actually take a honeymoon. We ended up buying a toy poodle. That was our honeymoon. So we have a baby. We have a little red toy poodle. She's laying down right now.
She chewed up my glasses.
She's a monster, man. I'm telling you, she's a monster.
Dominic, you probably wish that he got the honeymoon then.
At this point, yeah, because it's like we did a bunch of like practice podcasts before it was like we launched this thing because I didn't want it to sound like garbage. That's my big thing is I want people to sound or at least listen and hear like the quality we put out. To me, it's a big deal, whether it's like the microphone or just like Derek and I communicating.
Sometimes I talk really loud.
Yeah. You still do.
I do that too. I just got this.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I didn't notice any quality issues though, to be honest.
Yeah. To me though, I got I think pretty similar to what you guys had.
That's
here.
the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I haven't had any issues.
I don't know if it was me putting it on the arm. Yeah. I just wanted to, for me doing it full time.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I got to ramp it up a little bit. But for me, your guys, I mean, that's on the money. That's crisp.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're small time. We're just still trying to kind of set the foundation and kind of grow. But
I work in the running industry, so one of my staff does podcasts for like the United and a bunch of soccer stuff. Yeah. He was like, hey, yeah, you got to like use filters and stuff in Adobe. And I was like, shut up. Like, what do I have to do? So it's like, we just pop on the podcast voice filter in Adobe Audition and here we go.
Yeah, man. No, I'm telling you, I'm impressed. It sounds good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, you're our fourth
guest.
I was going to say interviewee, I guess. But guest.
That works. Yeah.
But super pumped. It's like I said, it's fantastic. But
some of my staff found out that you're on and they're like hounding me for things. I'm like, no, like just let me be.
I was like, do you guys know? Like, yeah, we know who Brilliant Dumb is. Yeah. So awesome. I said you're big time, brother.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Even like we were in Nantucket and the amount of people that recognize me, it's hard for me to wrap my head around. You know what I mean? To me, it's so cool. It's like it's something that I don't think would ever get old. And it's just it's neat, man. The power of the internet, it's something.
Social media does have its positives. So that's for sure.
Man. It's a wild place.
It really is. But when I was talking about Nantucket, I love what you're talking about. You went to a golf course. It was kind of pricey, but you said it was really good condition. And I love because I've done this so many times. You talk about the rental clubs. Because I've done that so many times. I rent the clubs and it's just these clubs. I'm just not hitting it right.
Instantly. It just it's like a crutch for you. You do the rental clubs, regardless, you could always blame it on the rental.
You have to have at least one excuse, right? On the course.
Right away.
Normally you have about 15 of them, but you have to have at least one.
We were in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I said to my buddy, we were with Joey Cold Cuts, and we had the rental clubs. And I said to my buddy, I'll give you over under 2.5 holes till Cold Cuts complains about the rentals. His approach shot on one.
Really?
He missed and brought up the clubs right away. And we were just crack. It's the first thing to go for.
And the funny thing is most places that rent out clubs at a decent course are probably top-notch clubs, right?
Yeah, well, that's a thing for sure. But
I'm not used to hitting these little blades, something like that. Some sort of excuse.
There's something that'll come from it.
Exactly. So I normally use that excuse 100 times, right? I was actually in Phoenix and Scottsdale last year. My brother and we went out and played TPC Scottsdale, the stadium course. Yeah. And I went out and played. I used the Titleist is the newer ones. I don't know if it was the MB.
Was it the AP?
No, it wasn't the APs, but they were blades, forged blades. Same thing, man. And they were like butter. I absolutely loved them. So I didn't have to use that excuse. And then we went and played Greyhawk. I don't know if you've been out in the Scottsdale area, but Greyhawk is where they hosted the NCAA men's golf tournament.
Oh, okay.
And I played the Ping G425s.
You like it?
That driver's. I played the Cobra driver, Bryson style. Bryson driver sucks.
See, isn't that what's amazing though? That Bryson thing, as ridiculous as he was to blame them, which is totally ridiculous. Now people hear Cobra driver, and that's what they resonate, which is a shame for Cobra.
See, is it bad? Is it bad that I didn't see it as him saying Cobra was bad? I just felt it as him saying, "Hey, I just couldn't hit the ball."
No, I totally made it like he was calling Cobra out.
Okay,
and not in a mean way.
And by the way, good for Cobra. They rather than just take it, they snap back and
they called.
I thought it was the right play because you know what. That's bullshit, and I always backed up Bryson. I always backed him up. Yep. But enough's enough, man. You gotta grow some balls.
That is now the new saying because I have a Cobra. I went and played last Sunday. Same guy. He had a Cobra rad speed, and you hit a bad drive, and that's now that's like the saying. Driver sucks.
I know.
But I love Cobra.
Golf more than anything, it resonates. When you see somebody sponsoring something like me, for example, if I see a Bridgestone ball, I immediately think of Tiger, or I think of Bryson, who's got it too. Like right out of the gate, it's the first thing I think of. Phil Mickelson was using the Callaway softs when look at the Yankees. They stink. Sorry, fellas.
Oh, don't be sorry. You're really zoned in. I was wondering. I was like, what are you looking at over there? I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. It's okay. I did the same thing.
Phil Mickelson with the Callaway soft that he was using in the Open as well. Like,
I would really like
resonates.
Absolutely, I really would like to get the statistics of like from then to like maybe like in 2 weeks or a month of what the Cobra sales would be. You know what I mean? Because
I know it may seem crazy, but I bet it's dropped a lot. I bet it has.
There's a lot of Brooks. Excuse me. I always get Brooks and Bryson. There's a lot of Bryson people, Bryson haters out there, and I love Brooks and I love Bryson. I like both of them.
Yeah,
totally two different golfers. But Brooks, man, that like if there's a guy to like have a battle with memes or like clap back, that guy is like he finishes his round and the first thing he says is he's loved his driver.
I know.
And the guy is just like on point with his.
He's been teeing off on him.
What's your thoughts on the Bryson Brooks?
I was always for Bryson. I really was. I thought Brooks. Yeah. I was kind of, in a way, kind of sick of the act, like with Brooks. I just thought it was becoming a little bit too much. And I kind of felt bad because I knew everybody was rallying around Brooks. Mm-hmm. He's the more, I guess you could say, likable guy. Bryson's kind of a dork. So I felt
I like dorks, though. You know what I mean? Like, dorky dudes are cool.
Yeah. So I was pulling for him, but it was one thing after another, and then he does this with the driver, and it was like that disappointed me because I was always pulling for Bryson. But till this day, if Bryson and Brooks were head to head, I would go Bryson.
Yeah, we've talked about this on pretty much every episode because it's just continuing feud. But I think Brooks really personally dislikes Bryson, and I think Bryson just kind of eats it up, and he's really like almost like he doesn't like he cares, but like he doesn't take it personal, which is funny because Brooks, you can tell like it really aggravates him. Like he's just annoyed by the dude.
Totally.
Yeah, like I believe you can't please everybody. Like it's just not possible, and you shouldn't live life trying to please everybody. I think Bryson knows it, and it's just like, I'm just gonna goof around with Brooks.
Yeah,
I think Bryson thinks it's all a game.
I agree. I don't think he really cares to.
Because there's that video of him, like Brooks was doing like an interview, and him in the back just jumping around, and throwing his arms up, and I'm like, Bryson doesn't care.
And the memes just come out like that. That's the fan.
Oh,
Instagram is like it's like you almost don't want to. Oh, what's that?
It's good for golf.
It really is. And we've talked about this. It really is. I completely agree. But it's funny. It's like you almost like don't want to post on Instagram because like every other account is literally flooded with the same thing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I will say though, man, you guys do a really, really good job. You really do. I've been following you guys for some time now, and it's just it's cool to see, man. You guys are good for the game.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that's kind of the whole backdrop with Safe Park Golf. It's basically to help grow the game. help get people involved. Like I said, I'm not a super good golfer by any means, but again, I love the game. I love helping other people that maybe are just up and coming. And again, that's kind of what we're all about. It's kind of, the community is amazing.
The best.
It really is. Like it starts off with reaching out to one person. Next thing you know, you have so many people that you're connected with, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Even like, there's different tournaments that you could go to, different accounts, to different tournaments.
I will say cool. I'm volunteering at the 3M Open, which is like our local.
Yeah, we have the 3M Open going on.
Yeah, it's like our local.
Very nice.
And the amount of like young kids going in is unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's a kid, you would have been so proud, full orange, just Ricky, Puma hat.
That's like Joey Cold Cuts, right?
Sure wasn't Cold Cuts.
Yeah, I did a little short, maybe. But just
I think
the amount of
definitely helped too.
Yeah. Just the amount of these young kids going in to see these golfers in this tournament, even though it's not like a major or anything like that, it's unbelievable. And how many of them want to go see Matthew Wolf, where he's not super well known, but he's known? And
Ricky is there, and I hope Ricky gets it back on track. I'm a huge Ricky guy
too, man.
I'm sure Joey really would.
He sure as hell would, man. He's Fowler's an easy guy to like. I hope. I really, really hope he. You already see Spieth coming back to where I think it's safe to say he's just about back. And
yep.
I would love. I think everybody would love to see Fowler get back.
Likeable guy. And 2-3 years ago, he had arguably one of the hottest putters out there.
Yeah.
He really did. And I mean, he was just fantastic. So, and I thought he would at least win one major at this point, but again, you just never really know. But I think he just needs to hit that little hot streak and he'll be good to go. Like, the guy can bomb the ball. He's probably my height. He's not very tall. He's like 5'9". He's not a big guy at all.
If he could just get one, even have a good tournament or whatnot, and then kind of build from there. It's kind of what Spieth did.
I've said it a few times. All he had to do was grow his mustache out. And what did he do?
He grew his mustache.
Grew the mustache out, and now look at him.
Could be the difference, fellas.
It could
be the difference.
Could very well be.
You got to have that lip coverage.
You did. I know you were talking about haircuts and on your latest podcast, I believe.
Yeah.
And so I live in a high rise here. Not even kidding you. I used to go to like Great Clips, and I went to a local place down the street. There's a barber shop connected to my apartment. The guy just lined me up.
Yeah,
I mean, the guy's a. I normally don't grow my beard out at all. I'm kind of more your style, and I like that look. That's my style normally.
You got the flow going on though. I like the volume on the bottom.
I appreciate it. The beard. Yeah, the beard is normally that's me right there.
Yeah.
But he's like, let me line you up, and I've never really had a full cut like that. Best $30 I ever spent in my life.
Yeah, you know what? With me, a lot of times I kept going to supercuts, and they would fuck me up. But I would go into it, know that I'm going to get content. You know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff will
what am I getting today?
Knowing we're going to get content from it. So it's crazy that's the way I think about things, that I'm willing to sacrifice that awful of a haircut. You
can tell the quality difference. I paid $30, gave him a $20 tip because I was so impressed.
Good for
right?
You, yeah, you liked your haircut. Then
this guy is like an artist. I mean, this guy was, he's doing hour and a half haircut, hour and a half.
It's like
on all
the Picasso
this.
On your cheek.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was like looking me up and down, doing this. He's getting out a ruler. He's making sure everything's all lined up.
Yeah, he's going to be hoping that you come back. That's a nice tip too. Good for you.
Yeah. $20 tip on a $30 cut. I'll take it all day long. It's better than spending $18.
Want to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, there's me. I walk into the place I go, and it's like the same lady who cuts my hair because I go to like a salon. She goes, Dom. I'm like, don't do this to me.
Yeah, nobody can see right now, but he's got like, how many inches of hair you got?
A lot.
Yeah, you got the flow going.
I got a lot of hair.
He's got the flow. I honestly, Bobby, I thought you were going to say something right off the bat. You were going to comment right on the flow and the beard.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
You saw it. It's right there, right?
It was there. I definitely saw it.
Yeah, she goes, you can't do this to me. And I'm like, well, I'm here. Let's cut it. And it's been
a while.
I have a couple weddings to go to later in the year, so I'll probably cut it then.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I die throughout the summer, and then I thrive in the winter.
Okay.
Got to wear that face mask in the winter.
Type of flow, I would have some fun with it too, man.
Yeah, it's
fun. I don't know what to do with a flow like that.
I don't either. I just let it go.
I'll tell you this, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I got great hair.
Yeah. I noticed the rollback hat. I love it. And we're not affiliated with Rollback, but I love the gear. You keep on pushing that, and I love it. What where are they out of?
They're out of Virginia.
Virginia, okay.
They're out of Virginia. They're just good dudes, man. I
gotta order some.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of different different companies and whatnot. Rollback by far has been the most enjoyable I've ever worked for. They do things right. They're really good, just regular guys. They love the game and they got a great product.
I heard about them from the guys over at Good. I think it was originally GM Golf. Yeah. That's how I first heard about them. And I was like, is that their company? And I did some research and no, it's completely separate, but
I love the bucket hat, bro.
That's how I heard about them. And then, I think the now Good ended up doing their own line, which, you know what, when they're as big as they are, I mean, good for them.
And the line looks so good. Talented. Like, they look really good.
I'm not a big bucket hat guy. I don't know if I can rock that really well, but you rock that legit. The bucket, you had one on.
I love that thing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love that thing, man. I love the bucket hat.
I don't know if I could pull that off.
Yeah, I love it. I could rock that. You don't even need sunscreen when you go out there. It's so fucking
just protects
big that it covers the full thing.
Right?
I have a huge Nike hat like that, and I can't wear it because I'm always afraid I'm going to whack Derek in the face when we're in the golf cart.
Yeah, we got to take 2 carts if we're going to do that, right?
Don't worry about the hat. You should worry about the hair.
Yeah, I'm sure it hits them too.
So tell us a little bit about the food. I know what's your go-to meal? I know I always see your videos and your rating stuff all the time.
Oh, I actually have a question written down about that.
Oh, he's got a question.
Look at that. I'm awful with questions because I work all day. I was like, I don't have time. But
I'm ready for you.
It's your favorite post-round meal. Like, you just grinded out 18. What are you eating?
Oh, that's a great question. I would say post-round meal Italian.
Okay.
Because I'm so starved coming after a golf round that hit me with an Italian. Give me a chicken parm or something, pasta that'll fuel me up.
Like a big spaghetti plate or
hit me with the big chicken parm, side thing of pasta. We'll do a couple appetizers. I'm a huge appetizer guy.
Apps and desserts.
Yeah, Caesar to start. Chicken parm. I'm good. Something big.
I'm a big taco guy. It's like the cheapest tacos, like Taco Bell type tacos.
Yeah.
Feel me, it's how I live. But then if it's post round, we've gone to Pancheros before, Chipotle, chicken burritos.
Times with tacos, the cheapest tacos are the best.
Tacos. Oh, I know.
What's your go-to meal on the course? Do you bring a bunch of snacks, or do you just normally order something right on the course?
Do you get a hot dog at the turn?
You know what I do? I've never been a big hot dog guy. If they have hamburger, I go hamburger. I think hot dog's the signature, the main one that we all know. I get a pretty bizarre. I have a Trader Joe's little protein.
The salad
thing that they have. Not a salad. I will bring the salad.
I was just saying, I've seen you bring salads.
It's just hard to maneuver, so I will bring it. But got a little protein plate that I like from Trader Joe's that I'll bring on.
Okay.
I'm a meat and cheese type of guy with the cracker. And yeah, sure. I'm big on that.
My favorite thing was you rating cheese plates.
Yeah.
That was my favorite because I'm I love cheese. I don't care what kind of cheese it is. Blue cheese, gorgon, whatever, I'm going to eat it. And it's 3.2. I'm just but it's cheese.
Dude, I have so much fun just putting out those ratings on the story.
Oh, hilarious! I love the you and Nikki Cass with
that is. I was going to say that's one of my favorite. That is it's so much fun to record that podcast. We just recorded it today. It just flies by. There's no
we're
talking food, so we don't need the prep. You don't need to. We just get on. We start recording. We talk food. It's a blast.
Yeah, it just flies by. Yeah,
flies.
Nikki, he had me dying with you and him. We're talking about the lagoons.
Oh man.
He was dying, and that literally would have been me. I'd have been the same way.
We speak the same language, man. Yeah. He's a funny dude. We've been close for some time now. And
did you guys start did you guys kind of know each other once kind of everyone's kind of started taking off, or have you guys known each other for a while? Or
you know what? It's funny. He messaged me, and it had been a while back. He messaged me 2 years ago. And he said before Nicky Meats blew up, he messaged me 2 years ago. He's like, hey man, like huge fan. Maybe one day he said, maybe one day I'll be big enough like to come on the podcast with you. And I said, absolutely, man, keep pushing. And 2 years later, we ended up meeting through internet. I saw one of his videos. I think I posted on Barstool, and he showed me that message right when we got ready to do the podcast.
I think I've seen. I think I remember seeing it. I will say this: you are one of the most positive people I think I've ever met on Instagram, dude. And it goes a long way. And I'm dead serious. I mean, positivity is such a huge component, and it just cheers everyone up. Right? Laughing's the best medicine.
I appreciate you. That's the best compliment you could give me. 100%.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, you see so much shit out there and different.
You do, right? No, I completely agree. Like anything you post, there really isn't anything down about it. I mean, like I said, you turn that on in the morning and it gets your day going. I started laughing. Man. So I just wanted to give you. I said, no, what you're doing is great. I hope they said continue and keep firing out the videos, the podcasts. I listen to them regularly, and obviously with the Instagram.
Hey, I appreciate
those voiceovers are amazing.
And again, man, you guys keep doing what you're doing because I'm watching. I know a whole lot of people are, and again, it's good to see you guys keep growing. Absolutely.
And kind of to piggyback off that is. You've always been, there's so many people, you get to a certain point where all of a sudden you're kind of almost too big, and all of a sudden you don't get response, and you've always been very responsive on everything, which is very cool. And that's kind of like where you go with like the Tiger Woods thing. It's like you get to a certain level and it's like, you kind of get that, like, he's kind of a dick, you know what I mean? And so I always try to get back as many people as I can, especially if I see somebody like had messaged me a couple times that I didn't get back to. But yeah, just the same guy, man. I don't think that'll ever change. And if it ever did, shame on me. But I don't think I don't see that coming anytime soon.
No. It'll it keeps me going, and it's just been a fun ride. It really has.
So how's the golf game going?
You know what? I bash my golf game a lot because it could be so inconsistent. But I'm at a point now where I go out to the course. I expect to be mid 80s.
Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of like where I'm at. So I'm right now. I'm at about 10.6 handicap, but I really play about 12 to a 13.
See, I'll tell you, I would love to be there. You get me at a 10.6.
Trust me, so would I.
Yeah, you get me there. I mean, that's a sweet spot.
Well,
for me.
I don't know if you noticed. So like last Sunday, for example, I shot an 81. I had a triple on the front and a double on the back, and it's like, and then I missed I had a par 5. I had 3 putted, and I was within like 12 feet for birdie. Birdie.
Yeah,
and it's things like that. It's like you could shave those easily in the 70s.
But you know what though? If you go to a 5 handicap, then you'll drive yourself nuts.
That's true. It's just you're never going to be satisfied, right?
Yeah, you expect to go out there and just light it up. You drive yourself nuts.
My biggest thing is though, is like you tell like a handicap, you're playing. I'm really probably playing like 12 or 13. I don't get out as much as I should, but which is what everyone says. But my biggest fear is that you talk it up a little bit, then you get on that tee box, that first hole, right, and then there goes the duff or the shank.
Yeah, see, I always will just shit on my game. I will, even at the tee box before we tee off, because I just set the bar low for me, and then I can. But I'm not going to come big dicking it to the tee box.
So that's your strategy. You're positive for everyone else. You get to that first tee box though, but you're just kind of down talk yourself.
Yes, positive. Yeah, no. Exactly.
See, like I said, I kind of like to donate a ball right off the bat, just so I can save myself off the tee box. I just throw one into the ball.
It's nice going to one knowing that you always got the breakfast ball.
Breakfast. Some people don't know what a breakfast ball is. Like
that's crazy. You should always have. And the point of the breakfast ball is everybody wants to get off to a good start.
Absolutely. Because you want to see everyone succeed. You want to see everyone in the fairway, right?
After the breakfast ball, that's it. But it's common. Just give the person that the breakfast ball out of the gate. Let them see a fairway on one. And so then you go from there.
I 100%. Do you do a breakfast ball, one on the front, one on the back nine? Do you do like a lunch or dinner ball, or do you just do one breakfast ball and that's it?
One breakfast ball. But I'd be lying to you if I told you we don't take a mulligan.
Yeah. I was curious. That's pretty standard, I think. All around.
Anybody in my group, they tell you they don't reload. They're full of shit.
Absolutely. There's always that one guy that's got 2 or 3 golf balls in his pocket.
Yeah. I got about 6 at any given time.
And he's always the one that beats you, though. The one's got 3 golf balls in his pocket, right?
Yeah, a lot of times.
I parred that one. Like, you were in the woods, like,
yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's always that one guy.
They're out there.
Right.
Thank you for neither of you looking at me. Thank you.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to call you out. I wasn't call you out. No.
I always joke that everybody we have on is like way better than me. And it's true. But I have the most fun. And I have the best hair on the course.
He's got the best flow.
And I hit the best power fade anybody's ever seen.
Sounds like a pretty good triple threat to me there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good for the when we have our foursome on tournament with the high handicap. He just comes in.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's the type of guy you want on your team.
That's
and
right.
when it comes to like chipping, second to none. Always beat Derek
Close to the pin
every time.
But before we go, I really got to ask you. We're gonna talk a little bit of food, and then we'll hop off here. But Johnny Drama, you got a chance to play with Johnny Drama, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of insight? Because that's got to be fantastic.
Is it just like the show where he breaks Tom Brady's driver?
Is he the same?
I'm telling you, he is, first off, the nicest dude. Just a great guy. He is so close to his character on the show. I mean, it is. I don't think he would agree. Like, I don't think he would admit that. He would say it's different. When I tell you, it is just about identical.
Really?
It is. We were playing Trump National out here in LA, and we go out. It was like it's one of my favorite stories. We go out and we're playing with the head pro, and he's on a par 5, and he hits a good drive down the fairway. And the head pro is trying to talk him out of going for it. It's a short par 5. And he's trying to talk him out of going for it. And he at first listens to him. So he takes a 6 iron just to punch it up there. Mm-hmm. And he stands over it. And then you could tell he's thinking. He goes, "You know what, bro?" He goes, "I didn't come here to lay up. I mean, the 3-wood." So he takes the 3-wood, hits it so far right into the woods. It was the fun. It was just like classic. Like that could have been written on Entourage.
Right.
And then he turns around and snaps Tom Brady's driver.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he is a fucking character, man. He is so fucking funny.
Did he dress like he did in the show? Like the full?
You know what's funny? He loves is Joey Coldcuts. He gets a fucking kick out of Joey Coldcuts. So
I would imagine you guys. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he gets a kick out of him. So he actually dressed up like Joey Coldcuts.
Really?
It's fucking hysterical.
They're like twins out there, huh?
Oh, dude, it was just so fun. So we played. I played with him a few times. We played one. Me, Kevin Connolly, E from Entourage, Johnny Drama, and then Joey Coldcuts. And we played this little municipal track by us. And we got fucking bombed. We were drinking heavy, and we had the most fun. I mean, it was great.
Did you guys play a little bit for money, or was it just more just to have a good time?
No, we were out there just having a ball. And I have clips of, like, in videos of Drama and E in a golf cart together, driving the golf cart, and, you know, seeing them play together. And I turned to Coldcuts. We were in the other car. I was like, dude, do you realize how crazy this is? Like,
really? Absolutely.
This is insane. And he's like, yeah. I was like, take it in. Cause like all of us grew up watching Entourage. Like Entourage,
absolutely.
It's iconic. And to be playing with them, for me, it was one of the coolest moments I've had easily out here for sure.
Was that something that you kind of like linked up and were able to like, or get in contact, or I'm assuming you probably didn't get randomly paired up because that never happens.
Yeah, no, we.
That'd be cool. That'd be a hell of a story.
Right? You imagine that? Yeah, no, right? I knew Kevin Connolly.
Okay.
I knew him very well, so I had recorded in his studio and whatnot, and we all linked up, and I mean, we just had so much fun.
See, I would love to play a round of golf with you, but at the same time, like I feel like I'd be laughing the whole time.
We would have a ball. You come out to LA, hold me to it. I would play any time.
I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna go, but I said I gotta like warm up my cheekbones because literally I'll be laughing.
Hey, get out of Minnesota.
I'll blame the clubs though if they don't work. I'll blame the rental clubs.
I'll bring my own clubs and bring the clubs.
No, get the rental so you could blame them. Come out, play some golf anytime, boys.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being on the podcast. We do normally ask. Before we leave, we always ask,
sure,
if you were to eat one meal, last meal you could possibly eat from any restaurant, whatever it is.
Oh, that's good.
What would it be? I know it's a toughie because I know you
that's
love
good,
food.
man.
You can't say pasta again.
You can't say, but you gotta be something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cheap way out.
Tell you what I would do. There's a place called Joe's Stone Crab in Miami, Florida. It's seafood stone crab. I would do the Joe Stone Crab. They got potatoes that are unbelievable, like hash browns and their coleslaw.
The coleslaw, okay.
Done deal.
Done deal.
Done deal. No doubt about it. Or I would do like Alaskan king crab. I could go all day.
That's
I could go all day.
How many? Yeah. How many meals are you? Because I've seen the. There was one thing. There was the sauna, right? The little sauna.
Yeah.
You posted the other day with the sauna. Do you eat like a lot, like
I do.
every day?
Yeah, I do. But I work out a lot.
I was gonna say you don't look like you like. You look good, you know, as far as like
appreciate. Yeah, you know what? I pretty much I work out so that I can eat. You know what I mean? I don't even work out to try and look like, you know. I just work out so that I can eat. You know what I mean? So it doesn't catch me.
Very similar. I try to do a lot of working out, but I like craft beer.
Oh man,
I'm 32 now, so like I'm old, so it's like my metabolism has dropped. So now it's like I got to like run a couple extra miles.
Yeah, you know
like,
what? You do it, you get it out of the way, and then you can feel good about when it's time to eat.
Absolutely.
The inner Finlander in me has to like correct it. It's not sauna. It's sauna. Sauna.
See, I go to the steam room. Upstairs. We got a steam room and a sauna, if you want to pronounce it the correct way.
Yeah.
Does that really work though? Because I honestly, when we were in lockdown here, we couldn't use the gym, and I was honestly going to go on Amazon and buy one of those.
It does. It really works to a T. Yeah.
Because it was like really $130 or something.
I don't know what it is. It was my girlfriend's.
Okay.
And so she had it, and it pumps.
I saw that. I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah, we couldn't use the steam room for like 30 days. I'm like, I think I might order one.
Yeah, I think it's like $300-400. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's an investment. It works.
Is it just like a jacked up like humidifier?
Well, you plug it in, right?
It's like a big box, and you just stick your head out of it.
Oh, that thing. Okay. Yeah.
Is that when you were watching The Bachelor, I think, right?
The Bachelor. Yeah.
You gotta watch it for The Bachelor. Right?
Yeah, and you'll be sweating.
And that's all you do in there, though. Just to clarify.
That's all I do.
That's all you do.
I mean, like Katie's pretty attractive. Like
I'm telling you, that's all I do. Next time, I'm just gonna have my hands.
Yeah, exactly. The next time we see a picture or video.
Next time.
Well, Bobby, thanks so much for being on the podcast. We really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time. Like, honestly, I know we ran a little late, so I appreciate you hanging out.
Hey, no worries, fellas. I appreciate you guys having me on. And again, just keep doing what you guys are doing, and you let me know when you're in LA.
All right, man. Will do. Thanks so much, brother.
All right, boys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.